So, I'm Big Dave from Rolling a Bit.
Hey, I'm Tick Smokes from Smeek Smoke.
Mostly.
From Studio Evolution. This is the Experience Buffalo Pod.
I'm Big Dave.
Some guy comes up to me and my wife. All of a sudden, there's smoke everywhere. So finally, I go outside and I see my wife in handcuffs. Like, what the is going on?
It's the Buffalo Experience. I know that you be hearing this. Heard of it, you must be delirious. Tapping if you're serious, be working if you're curious. Experience in Buffalo. Sit down and enjoy the show. Let's go. It's the Buffalo Experience. Let's go. Yeah, I know that you be hearing this. Let's go. Let's go. It's a podcast. Let's go. Buffalo. It's a podcast. It's the Buffalo Experience. Let's go. Yeah, I know that you be hearing this.
This is the Buffalo Experience Podcast. I'm Moteeks.
I'm Big Dave from Rolling with Big Dave.
And I am Scafetta Music.
Yeah.
The undead monkeyer.
Hell yeah, man. You already know I got the Scafetta merch on. You know what I'm saying? We got the Scafetta shit. Clean, fucking proper merch.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I said, it looks great on you still. I'm glad that it's lasting like it's supposed to be. Like I said, we got to get you in one of these.
Oh, yeah. I'm down to get
Gotta get the whole squad in
sure.
Scafetta gear.
I'm down, bro.
Yeah,
for sure. We could sell it here, too.
That would
That's
be
something we
fire.
could talk about.
Yeah.
We'll talk about everything, bro. Trust me.
Hell yeah.
We might be getting Scafetta involved in some shit, but at the end of the day, we're really just here to talk about
if you
his
wanted
music
to,
and stuff,
could
you know?
sponsor the podcast. We could talk about that, but you know.
I mean, I can help this whole thing, dude.
Cool with, you know,
I'm down to do it. Like, you and I have been boys for like 14 years now?
Yeah.
Something like
I was
that.
living with my
Like,
mom and shit when we met. Down the street from you.
We were not trapping, but we were having fun when we were having fun young, you know, and it was cool. And I like Elmo, dude. Elmo was like the cleanest neighborhood ever. And
it was.
You were on my bus too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how
but
we
you
met.
were like you graduated in what, like 10 or 11?
11, yeah.
11. I graduated in 14, so I was like a freshman when you were a senior.
Right, yeah, I was the older kid.
Yeah, you were old as fuck. You still are old as, but you're only what, like 31, 32?
32.
Yeah,
I'm getting into
I'm 30, so like
these are 30 to 40, bro, is your prime. Like, I look back at photos of myself when I was 21 and I was like, okay, I was a good looking dude. But I look back now and I'm like, yo, this is the prime. And we're just getting better, dude. As long as you maintain your health.
Hell yeah.
That's a fact. That's one thing I got to work on for sure.
Yeah, the gym.
The
Catalyst,
gym and
bro.
eating better.
You got to join Dave and I.
I know, right?
I haven't been there in a month and a half.
Yeah,
not gonna lie.
we were literally just.
He was showing me his triceps.
Me and
No.
we go to the same
respect
gym,
that, dude. I love like,
and you know,
yeah.
we've both been kind of watching each other grind, and you know what I mean.
Looking at each other's asses.
Partially. No, I fell off for a month and a half. I'm not gonna lie, I did. But it takes about a week, and then your muscle memory comes back, and you're ready to pop and go.
Yeah, but you've been hitting the gym for like years. Now.
Yeah. I fluctuate between weight, dude, at like 20 pounds a year every year. I'm either 20 pounds fatter or I'm 20 pounds lighter, but lean, you know?
Yeah.
And it happens every year, unfortunately, because then there's a few months where I'm like, I'm going to chill.
Yeah.
And I eat a lot.
I
I love food. I'm
used to-
Scafetta. I'm Italian. I love my Italian food. So
I kind of like this week. I've kind of been slacking a little bit.
Yeah, man. It happens, though. It happens to everybody.
Motherfucker drinks 2 gallons of milk a day. You
I drink
got the strong
about
bones.
a gallon. Yeah.
That's crazy work, bro.
Hey,
What do you drink? A half a gallon for breakfast, half a gallon for dinner?
Milk's got a lot of calories.
It does,
It's got everything to nourish a fucking, you know what I mean?
It's got decently high protein, too, right?
If anything can survive off of one thing, milk,
would be the one.
then like it's probably got some good shit in it. You know what I mean? It's like eggs. Eggs are really good for you.
Yeah.
They got everything in there, the building blocks
that's a
of
fact.
life, you know?
Yeah.
So
Agreed.
Yeah,
No,
you
I
could
agree.
really eat eggs for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
you could literally
And they're
survive
good, too.
off of
Yeah,
just
they are.
eggs.
For a fact.
Well, I mean, obviously you would need some kind of water source, but you know.
Yeah. We'll get one of these right here. This is a 2,290 milligrams of electrolytes right here. So
Damn.
I'm getting all my zinc and vitamin A.
We're not sponsoring that company either. He's just being honest.
So when did you? So you obviously you two went to school together.
Yeah.
In Elma, right?
Yeah, we went to Iroquois Central.
Yep.
Is what they called it. Yeah.
Bougie ass Iroquois, man.
And it looks crazier now too.
Yeah,
when did you become Scafetta? You know what I mean?
So Scafetta.
When did you?
Scafetta started. Okay, so the music Scafetta started when I was like 22, but Scafetta, the prime Scafetta or whatever, that shit started when I was like 17, 16.
Yeah.
I was driving around my mom's Camry. Doing all types of weird shit to it. I got my own car. It was a Dodge Stratus. I don't know if you remember that car.
What color was it?
Green.
I feel like I do remember it. Yeah.
If I show you a picture of it, like you would know. You'd be like, okay, that was Dave.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I love my last name. Like I don't know why, but I love Scafetta. It just sounds like feta cheese. Like, and it's just Italian as hell. No, like for real.
We were
though.
talking about that. We literally were like, "Yo,
We were literally talking about it earlier, and we're just kind of. I was joking around. I was like, well, he's got feta in his name. Should ask him what kind of cheese he likes. If he likes blue cheese.
I love Buffalo blue cheese, bro.
Bro, blue cheese has been like the
So
fucking
you do like
theme
feta
on-
cheese, though?
I do, yeah.
Okay,
of course,
all right.
yeah.
It's just funny we were talking about that before you came.
It's part of
So
the,
yeah, so feta cheese.
Yeah, so feta cheese, whatever. So anyways, I put on this car like I pimped out, I call it. You know, pimp my ride?
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
So I like pimped it out. I got the tints, you know, all that dumb shit. I smoked the taillights, smoked the headlights, got HIDs, all that shit.
Yeah.
Finally, I'm like, what can I do to one up this? Put Scafetta decal on the whole fucking windshield. That's what I did. So then, like, everyone's like, oh, so he doesn't forget what car is his, you know? They were making fun of me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, whatever. But I did it to that car and the Camry. So that's kind of like where the evolution of Scafetta came into music is when, and I'll, if I can get into it now, actually, I'll explain how DJ Scafetta started.
Yeah.
So
that's what we want to know, bro.
All right. So I went to an EDM concert with Morgan, my wife, 2015. And we went to this guy named Borgor. That's his name. And he's still,
I've heard of him.
Yeah.
yeah, and he's still relevant to a point. Like, he's definitely a big artist, but I don't see him out too much anymore.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he had all these people. Now this was like weird, but he had all these girls shaking their asses on stage, and like everybody was just partying. And I'm like, this is really cool. I'm like, this is fucking sweet. And I'm like, I wonder if I could do this. And I didn't really care about like the ever being on stage. I was just like, I wonder if I could DJ, because I've always been into music. I drummed when I was like 16 to about 19.
Yeah.
And I started a Rock Band. I'm not gonna lie. Shout out to the Rock Band. Shout out to
The
Rock Band.
video game, Rock
Shout
Band?
out to Rock Band, the video game.
Oh shit! I thought you meant you started a rock band.
No. So shout out to Harmonix. Harmonix is the company that started, honestly, my whole music crazy shit.
Yeah.
I learned how to play drums off Rock Band. And then
shit.
mastered every single song, Rock Band 1, 2, 3, expert difficulty, golden stars. Like that's
Hell
like when
yeah.
you get 100%.
Crazy. Damn.
Yeah. So I was like, I wonder if I could play real drums, because my mom always kept saying, like, you play that game a lot, you're really good. Like, I wonder if we should get you a drum set. So 17, 17-year-old, she bought me that for my graduation present. So I think 17. I beat the shit out of those drums. And then, fast forwarding to the EDM aspect. So I was like, I already know how to play drums. I know that DJing is beat counting for the most part. You just got to count your beats. If you can count, you can DJ.
Yeah.
So I started on this tiny ass controller. It was like a all-in-one thing, but it was kind of junk. I mean, it was old, But I started on it, and every day after work, I did maintenance work for a couple years. I stayed up playing that thing 6 hours a day because I really wanted to master it. I'm like, I want to do this. This is fun as hell. I was terrible for a year, no lie, because I didn't really have, nobody showed me how to do it. It was just trial and error and fail, but get off your ass and do it again. So I did that. Finally, I told Morgan, I'm like, I'm starting to think I'm good at this. Can I buy another one, a better one? Now, mind you, we're kids. I'm like 22, 23. So like $1,500 to me back then was quite a bit of money.
Yeah.
So she was like, can you afford it? And like, I had to do a payment plan, but I got it. I started DJing on the thing. I was worse than I was before because it had 4 channels. And I was like, well, what is going on here? Like, whatever.
Yeah.
So I started like watching other people DJ, kind of like there's a lot of local DJs in the community.
Yeah.
And I started watching other local DJs, how they mix. And I'm like, maybe I should try that. Then YouTube too. There's so many tutorials. Like there's a tutorial on life basically.
I always say, literally, you could learn so many things on YouTube.
Anything, bro. Like literally
that's how I learned how to mix music.
Mixing and mastering. I've watched numerous people do it, and I'm like, let's try that.
Yep. Buy a new plugin. You can learn how to use it on YouTube.
Yeah,
I've literally done construction for like 20 years, and the amount of times
I've
been told to go do something, and I duck, and I'm just like, watch a YouTube video real quick.
It's funny you say that because when I did maintenance, dude, I didn't know how to do anything. I'm serious. So like I'm sitting, it's embarrassing as hell because I kind of like, I didn't lie to my boss and say I know how to do shit, but I'm like, I can learn, but I wasn't learning well. So I'd pull up my phone every time and I'm like, all right, so this is how you change a faucet, a toilet, like all that shit, man.
Yeah, if you could fucking watch YouTube and understand like any kind of like direction or like.
Yeah. And honestly, you could pause the video and go back if you don't understand. Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like college for free.
It is.
In a forum, you know?
Nah, for real. Couple ads in between, you're good.
Yeah.
You could literally build a car, bro, from YouTube.
Literally. And fix a car.
Yeah, fix a car.
I learned how to change my brakes and all that from YouTube.
There's a lot of shit.
Yeah. Well, and my grandfather, but yeah.
True.
Yeah.
The old school ways, you know?
Yeah.
Working on furnaces,
YouTube's more of like the current, more, you know,
like,
good way to learn like current ways to do stuff. And
YouTube could tell you how to build your own house, like
literally though.
All that shit, you know?
Yeah.
But you were saying you got the controller.
Oh, yeah. So I got the controller.
You got worse.
Yeah, so I got worse at first, and I was like, the first like 2 months, I was like, maybe this isn't for me. I had doubts, you know, everybody has self-doubts.
Yeah.
So then I was like, no, this is fun still. I enjoy it. I'm going to keep going. Learned how to use it. So another thing too, it was a standalone controller, right? Another one. It was a 4-channel thing, but it was 2-channel standalone, 4 channels with a computer. Now I was still like in that broke stage life at that time. So I was like, I need a computer now. So I bought a MacBook Air. And that's where I started all my producing, which I'll get into later. But bought a MacBook Air, and that thing, Serato was the program I used. I think I told you about that one. Mm-hmm. And it got easier because I like gridded up better. You can actually see what you're doing. And then I could use the 4 channels. So I started really mixing, and everything just fell into place right after that. And I got my first booking. I remember it was with old acquaintance of ours. I won't say his name. You probably know what I'm talking about. But I was landscaping with him.
Yeah.
And I got a text from a promoter, and he was like, hey, do you want to play this show? And this was my first show ever. And I was like, oh, hell yeah. And this acquaintance was super pissed because he's like, why not me?
Yeah, and then literally that dude like ruined the relationship right off the rip.
He
like,
did, yeah.
You guys could have did so much, dude.
He'd be my left. If he was the way he was supposed to be, he could have been my left hand man. Like he could have been right next to me. But
you guys would be fucking good right now for sure. But it is what it is.
Yeah. So, anyways, I played that show. It was super cool, and I'm like, I want to play shows. So I just started, practicing more and more. Started going out to more events to meet the promoters because that's really the key to do it. Mm-hmm. Is you got to show face, you got to support, and then they'll support you back. And that's how you get on stuff. So then people started catching me. I wasn't even making music yet. I was just, playing these shows. Then I met this guy named Kevin Bell. Shout out to Kevin Bell. Silent Disco.
He's cool
SC2.
as hell. Yeah, Kevin Bell is really cool, bro.
Yeah, one of my best friends.
We'd love to have him on too, maybe one day.
He'd probably be down, dude.
He's got the big Silent Disco.
Massive. Like he's taking over Rochester, Syracuse, everywhere.
Yeah.
So I met him though, and he gave me an opportunity. He's like, "Hey, do you want to play this barbecue silent disco? I think it was 2015 or 16 as well." And it was at the Tonawanda Park, like one of their not state parks, but like Fireman's Park. That's what it was. Tonawanda Fireman's Park. So for me, it was like a good 40 minutes away, and I'm like, "Is anybody gonna come?" Like kind of thing. But at the same time, I didn't really care because like these are my first gigs. So if I can have 5 people, 10 people, 100, whatever, I'll be happy. So I do that gig. He was like, "Oh, you're pretty good at mixing, like whatever." And I was like, "Oh, thank you, man." He hits me up later, a couple weeks later, and he's like, "Do you know how to mix top 40 music?" And I was like, "No, but I can learn," because I was always down to learn anything. Like I'm still trying to learn how to scratch really good. That's like my biggest thing. I don't really know how to do right now, but I'm gonna learn it and I'm gonna master that shit.
Oh yeah, bro.
But anyway, so he was like, "You want to do that?" And I was like, "Sure." So I did a grad party with him. He was like, "You killed it," whatever. Hired me on his team, and I've been like, I haven't really been doing work with him lately, because we're doing our own things right now. But I worked with him for a few years, and he got me a lot of good shit and helped me out a shit ton too.
So he was the one you were doing all those silent discos with, right?
Yeah. In the very beginning, like
because I remember you were doing mad silent discos.
Yeah. We were doing like literally grad parties, 25 people, like because he only had 25, he had 50, then he had 100 headphones, and we were like, "Oh shit, man, you got 100 headphones like crazy." Now he's got, and don't quote me on this, Kevin, if you watch this, but I think he has like 2,000, 3,000 headphones. He might even have more. I don't know, but
that's crazy.
He's doing crazy shit, man. Like Music is Art, for example. He's hosting, his own stage, and he's got I think he brings 1,500 headphones because eventually the crowd gets so big that you need that many.
Damn.
And he does rentals and stuff too, which makes him bang. So, which that's something I just got into for my Scafetta's sound business, which is my wedding business. Rentals.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because I got a lot of equipment now, so I've been renting that shit out. Damn. That's another side hustle, dude.
That's so dope, bro.
Yeah.
Damn, you've been doing a lot, bro. Like, I haven't really seen you in a little bit, so I didn't know you were doing like the equipment rental.
Yeah, I just started doing it, but it's because I have so many different kinds of speakers, so many subwoofers now, like all that stuff. And I got a wedding that's coming up next Sunday, not this Sunday, and it's literally a rental. I'm not going to tell you the price I charge, but it was good. And literally all I have to do is set up the equipment, have it ready for them to plug into their phone, come back, tear it down, paycheck.
That's pretty dope.
And the contract also states that if they blow any equipment, they have to pay for it. So like, there's like stuff that I threw in there that's like,
oh yeah,
you're not, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like don't have some dumbass come up and crank the volume all the way.
We're a legit company. We're not doing all that. Yeah. So,
and you have like an actual like business set up for this and stuff. Yeah, and you had that for a while, I know.
Yeah, about like 6 years. Yeah, right before COVID, I started Scafetta Sound.
Yeah.
And it didn't really pop off until after COVID though. But
nice. Damn. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah. Cool.
I love it, bro. I love what you're doing, brother. For
Thanks,
real. I've always like supported you and just seen everything you've been doing and stuff, because at the end of the day too, like if people work with you, like you're a solid ass dude too. Like, a lot of these dudes, names that we don't want to mention, they get this inflated ego before they even get anywhere.
Yeah.
Like dude that we don't want to mention, literally he got this inflated ego. All he did was bought one program and a DJ deck, and now it's like, oh well, I'm badass now. Like I got everything it takes to do what I do. But at the end of the day, like you don't really get anywhere until you get somewhere.
And that's what's like something I'd like to address to the newcomers. You guys you can tone it down a little bit, meet some cool people, but don't act like you're better than you're not, and don't act like your shit don't stink, because that was a mistake that I made, and that's why I'm addressing this. In about 2017-18, another promoter, I'm not going to mention who, him and I had battles for a good 2 years, and I feel like that kind of messed up my opportunity present day right now. However, I'm addressing it and trying to fix it with them, and we're all good, but don't make that mistake that I made.
Yeah, because now you're fixing it 8 years later, and you're like, damn.
Yes, and there's a lot of opportunities that I missed because of this.
Well, that's literally the definition of like burning a bridge.
Literally, and that's kind of what I did.
Now you're trying to repair this bridge that you could have been making money.
This bridge could have taken me to a mountain.
Yeah, you could have literally been like,
this was a big one that I messed up, and unfortunately, my ego at that time was inflated, and I thought I was king shit, and turns out I wasn't. At that time.
Because bro, at the end of the day, you get some recognition from your city, which you do. Like a lot of people know who you are. Like I run into people,
which is really
all
cool,
the time,
like,
and
that
you guys,
know who you are. Even the rap community people, I'm like, that's crazy that.
Yeah, a lot of people know who you are, but at the end of the day, if people in your city know who you are. But people know who you are in your city, sure, but that ain't getting you paid. Like at the end of the day, people could know who you are.
I mean,
and
honestly,
think you're a piece of shit,
is.
And that could make your image negative. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think it is getting him paid. I'm pretty sure.
Because it's a positive impact. People could know who you are and know you're a piece of shit. I could name like so many people right now.
I know that.
I literally want to call people out so bad right now, but like I'm not gonna.
It's funny.
Everybody in the city could know who you are, and it doesn't mean shit. I'm just letting you know you're still broke.
Yeah. Straight up. Yeah.
That's what it comes down to. And I'm not even trying to be mean. I'm just being honest. Like you treat people like shit, bro.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna impact you negatively.
It's gonna affect your life. Yeah. But
But still, shout out to all the haters.
Shout out to haters. Shout out the ones that suck, But also shout out the dope people, too, that we work with.
Exactly, yeah. Shout out to all my fans, too. You guys are what you guys are helping me do this.
Yeah.
And, you guys are pushing the dream to a new envelope, which is crazy.
And Scafetta's a dope-ass dude, too. Like, if you don't know him personally, he a good dude, man. I've known him, we just said 14 years I've known him, and he's always been solid with me. I mean, bro, everything, man. I bought so much equipment off of you over the years. Like, my first subwoofer I bought off you for my car back in the day. I bought a set of subs off you for my car.
Do you remember what they were?
The DJ deck that I bought off you, I still use that for little gigs here and there. I just do little things. Like, I bought a PA system. I do little gigs and stuff, you know what I mean? So, trustworthy dude. Always trust him. You know what I mean? So the name carries a lot of weight. You know what I mean?
Appreciate that.
That's a fact. I wear this shirt. You know what I'm saying? Proud.
Yeah, that's fire that you wore that.
Yeah, I wear this shirt proud because of you and the image of you. You know. I got some merch from a lot of artists that I don't wear because I don't respect the people that I have the merch from. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it sucks honest, when you find like an artist that you like or a friend or whatever, but then you find out in the end they're actually a piece of shit. Yeah. And then you're kind of like I don't know. Well, you're disappointed for one, but you don't know like which act to take either. Like, do I like this guy anymore? Like, do I not support? Like, what side do you take? You know?
I know. It is tough. It's like sometimes you got to put it aside and be like, you know what? He's a piece of shit, but sometimes you can benefit off of people in a way. Like if you don't like somebody, it's keeping your bridges open.
Definitely.
You don't want to just burn all your bridges because even if you don't like somebody,
right, you
might not go down a certain path with somebody, but you could leave it open because you never know what could happen.
I do that all the time. You know? I have a few people that they're frenemies.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of them. And I know they're sneaky, so I don't let them in on my secrets. Mm-hmm. But I know I keep the bridge open, like you said, because like they could be beneficial, but I know that they have done sneaky shit in the past.
Yeah.
So you got to keep your eye on the
keep that shit in mind.
Yeah.
Yep. Because then you know when you got something big, you don't want to bring a snake into it, and because it could take one person to tear it all down.
Well, the thing that I hate is like when I'm like popping off, everyone's like, yo, what's good, bro? Like, this is my homie. Like people that I barely talk to. And then when I'm not popping off, the people are like, oh yeah, like crickets. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, like whatever. So like, it's just kind of like funny sometimes. I just take it with a grain of salt for the most part because I know what my real boys are.
Yeah.
Like you guys are my real boys.
Yeah,
like,
everybody wants to be with you on the way up. You know what I mean?
And that's fine. I get that. But like, yeah, my real people who've been there for me yearly, like they're coming with me.
Oh yeah, bro. No, that's a fact. So, and you're gonna make it, bro. Especially, I don't know. I love that you're doing the rentals and shit. I didn't know you were doing that.
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
So I know I've been seeing you post shit here and there where you buy new equipment, and I figured you're stacking up your arsenal and stuff like that. You know, but like you said, it's your secrets until the secret's out, and it's too late now, motherfucker. Like,
well,
I'm doing this shit. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Like people have hit me up, like even for Elements, the music festival. I actually played at that shit, which was lit. But I had somebody reach out and be like, "Can I rent 2 of your subs?" I didn't rent them out though, unfortunately, because we found out that they were stealing equipment. So that's a whole other story. But dude, I brought a speaker there. I'll just do a quick run through. Took my speaker at the very front of the door. Now this speaker's $1,500 by itself. And they're like, you can't have this. And I'm like, why? And they showed me some bullshit rules. Whatever. The rules didn't even make sense because they're saying you could have a large powered speaker. If you can carry it, you can bring it in, right? I can carry it. I'm a strong dude. I can lift 60, 70 pounds in one hand. Yeah, it was a one-hand thing. Then another one says no large speakers. But then above it says that it was okay. So the whole thing didn't make sense. So anyways, they took my speaker, and they're like, you come back Monday, grab your speaker. I'm like, all right, whatever. Come back Monday. The security team that took my speaker is gone. They went home for the day. They're done. Like the job's done. They're done. So I'm like, what are we doing here? So I start getting, a little angry, a little aggressive.
I know. Yeah, you were
I start hitting up. I'm hitting up everybody and I'm asking the same question. And I'm like, I'm getting my shit back. Like, I'm not leaving here, Finally, it was like an hour and a half later. And I'm like, I'm just going to call the police. I'm like, I'm sorry, guys, but like, I'll just let them handle it. And then that's what we're going to do here. So they started getting like, oh shit, he's calling the police. Like, what are we going to do? They started reaching up to the higher up people. Finally, this girl comes down, amazing girl. I'm not going to mention who she is, but she's a very important person for Elements. And I feel like all of this kind of manifested and like happened for a reason because I got 2 very big connections from this that might get me on said festival next year. And that would be fucking insane because that would boost my name so high. Mm-hmm. But anyway, so the speaker thing was crazy. Like the rental thing was wild. They stole it. They tried to steal it. And then from what I heard after when I left this festival, that I guess they come back a day or 2 later. It's in a giant crate, right? And it's locked up with padlocks. They take everything and bring it to the pawn shop and sell it. So it's like a known thing.
So they were about to take your shit.
They were stealing it, yeah. It was theft.
And what's the security companies the ones
security company, not like Elements.
So the festival caught onto it.
They caught onto it and they were like, we got to fire this company, blah, blah, blah. So like I brought a lot of stuff to her attention because I was like, yo, can't be doing this stuff.
That company should have got sued, bro.
That too, yeah.
Yeah.
Because there was another person with me. I didn't know them at all. They brought electric scooters, $3,000 a piece. Now they travel the world. They live in their RV. So we brought an RV to this. So, but anyways, they live in their RV and they travel with it and they have their scooters on it. And they're like, you can't have these at the festival. And we're like, we're not going to ride them. We just leave them on there because we're traveling. We don't like have a home. This is our home. They're like, no, we're taking it. So they were trying to steal their $3,000 scooters. They had 2 of them. So $6,000 worth of shit. And they weren't leaving either. They're like, we're not going anywhere. So like me and this dude and his girl are all standing here like this, like,
They had their scooters too.
Yeah, they had. Dude, and then when they opened the crate, they didn't like. I hopped over the. It was like a guardrail. I hopped over, and then like one dude's like, "No, you can't be here," and I'm like, "All right, whatever." So I like turned around, but I looked inside the crate though, and they had a lot of shit in there, and I was like, "Dude." So
those motherfuckers. And you threatened to call the cops.
Yeah, no, I did call the police.
The police came.
They didn't know. So what happened was...
So the police should have came. You should be like, you should probably find out if that's all their shit.
Yeah, so they came, but what happened was they weren't... Bro. You had to get like a private escort for the police to come down the race. This is on a racetrack, this festival. Poconoa Mountains is what the area was called. And it was on a racetrack, so I guess like the police needed like special permission to come in. So when we were leaving, like when I got all my shit, they were still at the front gate, like waiting to like find out what's going on. And I'm like, this is insane.
The police can't come in, so they got a little loophole to steal shit.
Yeah, kind of. It was just like
they can get away with it because once they leave the event, they go out of the state or whatever.
Yeah,
right. It probably wasn't a local company, right?
No, so the funny thing about it was the security team was telling me it was a different team, and then I called that team, and they were from Texas, and I told them what was going on, and they're like, "This is an alarm and security company. Like, we don't know what you're talking about." And I was like, so finally, I looked at my photos, and I see the name, and I'm like, "You guys are lying to me. Like, you're lying right to my face."
Yeah.
But again, shout out to Elements. Like, you guys were awesome. It's just security team did a fucking whack.
No, and they know that too.
They know,
and you probably honestly helped them find out that, because they don't want that shit to happen to more whoever, vendors or anybody. Yeah. I mean, even just people, like you said, people coming to watch the festival and be there. They're stealing shit right from the people buying tickets. Like, there's $6,000 in scooters is wild.
There's other shady shit that they're doing too. I won't get into, but you gotta keep an eye on your stuff.
I wish we knew who that company was. Put them on blast.
I mean, I could probably find it, but we'll just keep it.
We could just leave it alone. Whatever. It's fine. Just watch out, man. Watch out who you're working with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but shout out Elements, though, man.
Yeah.
They sound like dope. I really want to start coming to your shows, too, because, like, Chuck, shout out Chuck, you know what I'm saying? Chuck Instagrams on Instagram.
Yeah.
Shout out Chuck because he loves what you do. You know what I'm saying? And
very
he loves
genuine
that
guy,
scene,
too.
and, like, I really would love to, like, I'd be down to even tour and come, like, visit you outside of, like, we just want to live this life, bro.
Yeah.
Like, not even live it, just support, though. Like, literally just support Scafetta, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that's really what it would come
Well, what do you guys do on September 4th?
Wow,
it's a Thursday, so I'm playing at Venue. Downtown.
We're there. We were just there fucking Saturday. We're there. Wow, what's up?
So I'm playing with Snails. We got shout out to Marbles. He's on this too. Ethics.
I love the names, bro. Snails and Marbles.
And,
that shit, bro.
Yeah. Marbles, Johnny Mirabelle. I don't know. I'm saying his name wrong, so hopefully he doesn't see this. But yeah. So yeah, Marbles, Ethics, Scafetta, and Fabs are playing this.
You said it was when?
September 4th.
Okay.
And then Snails is so I'd been friends with dude for like 2 years, 3 years. Awesome dude. He's massive artist too. Him and I played in Syracuse together, and craziness. We did a back-to-back at the end, and like the whole crowd was going rage and whatever. So we're bringing that back to Venue, and we're doing the same exact thing. And we're gonna go hard as shit.
Okay.
I play right before him. I'm gonna get the crowd moshing.
Right.
He's gonna take over, and then I hop back on with him, and we finish it off.
Damn, bro.
I'm so excited for this one.
Do you mind me asking how much? Well, no, we need to know how much are tickets, bro, so we can post
So tickets,
it
I believe, were 25 or 30.
Okay.
On the website.
That's typical. I feel like for Venue, like 30. It's a little more expensive because it's a nightclub with a dope ass stage and event, and the sound is loud as hell.
I was gonna ask, do you think because you've been there, is the sound upgraded now or no?
The sound was good. I don't know.
Did it have bass?
It's been a while. The bass isn't that great, I don't think, dude. It was loud as shit. Loud.
I know that.
But yeah, like it's not like the bass is like rattling the place. I didn't think.
Okay.
I didn't. Did you? He can't even hear shit anyway. He just feels the vibrations.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
He's
got like permanent earplugs in.
What?
I can feel the vibrations.
Yeah. But yeah.
No, I'm putting earplugs in next time, bro. I'm not gonna lie, because
I always do.
We went to the Ballistic Man show Saturday, and like the CJ came into town. That's why we interviewed him. He's in town. And then Tony Sunshine.
Gotcha.
And we stood right next to the biggest speakers, bro. And I swear to God, I could have blown my eardrums out.
Yeah.
So I'm going to wear earplugs for your event because I know the music's probably even louder.
Probably. And you don't want hearing loss, man.
No.
Like, I have a little damage in the right ear. And I could tell, like, because I have those Power Beats, headphones that wrap around your ear. And this one is super loud. Like, it's nice. And then this one, half volume. And I told Morgan, I was like, oh, I think my earbuds are broken. Like, this is what's going on. She's like, no, you just have hearing loss. I was like, oh, yeah, you're right.
It's from years of blasting those big ass monitors pointing at you. Because I know what you do, bro.
I know.
You got your room at your crib and you got these big ass monitors, PA system monitors, right in front of them like they're studio monitors, and just blasted the fucking room out. I know it,
bro.
Because you ain't gonna play it quiet. Like,
no, when I get my house too, I'm going harder.
Yeah, hell yeah, bro.
But when I bought those QSC 12s, these subs, like they had 2,000 watts RMS piece. So I hooked up both subs and one QSC top in my back room, and I was just messing around and I was
in that
DJing.
room in the back,
dude. Shit was falling off the thing, like everything was falling off the walls,
dude.
I'm like, and like to me, I'm sitting there and I just feel boom, boom, and I'm like shaking every time it hits me, and I'm like, this is so cool. Yeah, I love bass bang. You know that because I've been doing it. Like, I don't.
Well, you always had a system in your car.
Yeah,
you always had like 2 12s in the car.
Yeah, so now I rock 8s because the 8s get stupid loud. Scar Audio. I don't know if you ever heard of Scar Audio.
Yeah.
Shout out to them as well. But their subs are so good.
So you have 2 8s in your car right now?
Not like in the car right now because all my wedding equipment's in there. I got 2 this weekend.
Yeah.
But when I don't have a wedding one of these weekends.
Well, and now you got an SUV and the bass hits in the
slaps,
SUV. Yeah. Because all that bass comes right to the front. Mm-hmm. Where in a car it gets muffled by the trunk.
Yeah, I have it. Yeah, exactly. I have it shooting towards the back end too, so it reverbs hard and shoots right back.
Have you ever had an SUV?
No.
Oh, dude.
Game changer.
So I had 2 12s in I had a Jeep Commander.
Yeah.
And bro,
it
feels like the bass is in your head.
Yeah.
Because the trunk, like it's dope in the trunk, but like you ever do it where you take your seats down so you could hear it better?
Oh yeah.
Well, you don't have to do that in a SUV.
No,
bro.
you don't.
All that sound literally travels right to your head. It's awesome, bro.
Yeah.
It's so dope.
And the coolest thing about the SUV is like I used to always have to fit my equipment into a Chevy Cruze, like a small car.
Yeah.
And it was very hard to do because there's not a lot of room and your stuff's getting dinged and all that crap sucks.
Oh, yeah. You always end up with like just an extra scratch like every time you move, like,
every single time. Like, honestly, 3 or 2 of my speakers have dents in them. They sound immaculate.
Yeah.
But cosmetically, they look like shit.
Yeah.
And it's
because you're jamming shit in the trunk. You got to fit it strategically away. Like, I know, because even with my shit, like, I put the table down. The tent has to go all the way in the back.
Yeah.
Table down, and then the speakers go on top, and then I have to put a sub in my back seat, and then like a duffel bag of all my wires in the back seat.
Yeah, so you know all about it.
So, well, I have a Malibu, bro. Same thing.
Yeah,
Same thing, bro. So it's so annoying.
Yeah.
But you got way more equipment, and your shit's a lot bigger than mine too. So
yeah, I have.
And you got to worry about your controller. You probably have a hard case for it, but
I do, and that thing's fat.
And it's a big ass case. Exactly. Yeah. My controller, I'll put it on the fucking roof. I don't give a shit.
Sometimes I bring out. I have 3 separate controllers now, and there's this little one. It's called a Denon. It's a 2-channel. I think I showed you it one time, maybe.
Probably.
But I like to bring that out sometimes, but not for weddings. Only because I want to I'm bringing expensive shit and I want to show that. I don't want them to be like, oh, is this guy not serious? He brought a little baby deck.
Yeah, you want to look.
I want to look like the full part. Like I have a new facade. They're called.
The pop-up booth with the TV.
So I don't have a TV on it, but I have. It's got it's for weddings and it pops up. Dude, it looks so nice. Yeah. And it's my height too, so I'm not like going down like this when I DJ. I'm perfect height, like doing my shit. Yeah, it's amazing, and it makes your stuff look professional and real.
Yeah, I remember seeing the picture of that when you bought it.
Yeah,
that pop-up thing. That thing is sick.
Yeah,
and it almost has like a ledge on it, right? It has a ledge on it.
It's so on the top piece, it's got like one on each corner, and it's for people that like if they like put a drink there, it kind of protects your stuff, and also like you can run wires through it.
Nice.
So I always tell people like your drinks are not coming anywhere close to me. You know what I mean? Like anything spills on that, it's broke. I don't think I have a warranty on my controller, and my computer warranty. The computer's 5 years old now, so I don't have a warranty on that either. I hope my wife doesn't watch this, but I'm gonna buy a new Mac soon.
Your wife's gonna watch this. Shout out Morgan, dude.
Yeah.
Shout out Morgan Scafetta, man.
Yeah, she's amazing. But yeah, I want to get another laptop soon because the new MacBooks I think are up to M4, M5 chip. And I have an M1 chip, and it's fast.
What year is it? A 2020?
2020, yeah.
Yeah, mine's a 2020 MacBook Air, but
Mine's a pro and it works fine. It does the job. It's just I'd rather just bring this out to gigs and then the other one just be the main production computer, the brand new one.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna run immaculate. It's gonna be so fast, like no loading times, no lag.
Yeah.
Bro.
So that's in the future, but the housing is our main priority right now. We're trying to really capitalize on that.
Yeah.
Just houses suck, so it costs a lot.
That's a fact, bro. The market's crazy right now.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. But well, I got more questions for you, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Well,
I was gonna ask. So you've done a lot when it comes to live shows, gigs, stuff like that. You've done deals with like local bars, local clubs, stuff like that. Like I know, like what is it, EBGBs?
DBGB.
DBGBs. My bad. I only been there like twice, and I was hammered back in the day.
So there's DBGB and then GBDB as well. There's two separate.
Yeah.
Owned by the same
Yeah,
dude.
Duke's
Bohemian Grove Bar.
then-
GB. What was that?
Grove Bar.
Yeah, it was like the opposite. I don't know. It was weird. Shout out to JJ as well. I love that guy. He was somebody that got me in the not EDM scene, but the club, and also Brandon Carr too. Club Fierte. I think you were there once, right?
What was it?
Fierte, remember that? I feel like I had a show and you were there once.
Maybe.
It was on Virginia Place.
I might have been there.
Okay.
I don't know. I can't remember it. So
Those two people. So yeah, Brandon Carr and JJ Ferry gave me both a chance to be a resident DJ, and they let me throw shows at their bars. We were throwing bangers, man. They were called EDM Saturdays. That's literally all we called it. And it was college parties, it was 18 and up, and we used to pack that shit out every Saturday.
hell yeah.
For a good maybe year or two, and then we moved on to the DBGB place you're talking about, which was on Main Street.
Yeah.
That was right next to Town Ballroom. So I started hosting shows there for after parties for Town Ballroom, and we filled that building out too, man. And it was so much fun.
It was right directly next to Town Ballroom, and was it like
two doors down? I think.
Was it on the same side as Town Ballroom?
Yes, that
so
too.
Damn, I don't think I never been to that one.
No, man.
That one was weird
Damn.
because it was like how I described it. It's like not a food court, but like they have to the left they had like some sushi bar thing, and then to the right was a bar. And it was open area. Then you walk further, and they had like 3 more food courts kind of in it. And then they had like a couple arcade games and a few more tables in the back. So it was a weird layout.
Yeah.
But we made a way to make that layout work. And I remember one of my biggest after parties. It was the day before I flew to LA for my first time ever. It was Snail's after party. I didn't go to the Snail show, but I hosted the after. Whiteout, bro. I'm talking like I have a video of it on my phone. It's just whiteout, and I'm like, no one's gonna come. Like they're gonna go home. Everybody came because they're like, we can't go home. It's a whiteout. Let's go party. The building was like 500-600 people there. It was insane.
Damn.
I was like, all right, and that's when I really started building a name for myself. Was during that time because they're like, Scafetta's the promoter. Like he's the dude.
Yeah. For a fact.
I was making music then, but it wasn't like, yo, this is like next level. Like it didn't. None of that happened till like after COVID, because that's when I really learned how to really make.
Well,
music.
the production that's the hardest part, is getting your production to that quality.
Yeah.
You know, but you've definitely been doing that too. So yeah, you don't just do gigs and like weddings and rentals and all that stuff. You produce a lot of your own stuff.
That's my side hustle, but that still makes me good money.
Yeah.
Scafetta itself doesn't make as much money, only because I'm not touring right now. I did tour, and that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But even to be realty, bro, weddings they're fun. I love them. I have a great time now, and they pay so well. They're just a win and a win. You know, it's hard to. And a lot of people criticize me for that. They're like, you're a sellout DJ, is what I've heard from people in Buffalo. And I laugh at them because I'm like, I like to learn, like I'm into music hardcore. I want to learn everything about music. You know what I'm saying? Like I might pick up the guitar soon and start wearing guitar. I don't know.
But how are you a sellout if you started up an LLC that is a successful company that pays your bills and literally you're looking for a house now?
Bro, no.
How are you selling out? At the end of the day, you're not. Because I don't know, man. That's wild. Because when people say you're a sellout, it doesn't make sense, because you could go work a regular job and then just pursue your dreams as a producer, or you could just be an all out DJ and run a company and be like the CEO of a company.
Yeah,
how is that? You know,
I like to have my hands dipped in every pot. You know what I'm saying? Because I can control when I know like when too much is too much, right? But I like to be busy all the time. So I like to dip my hands anywhere I can that I know I'm good at. I'm not going to go somewhere where I'm like construction, for example. I would be terrible at that. I'm going to be real with you. Like if I was like, oh, I'm going to run a construction company. No, that would be the worst idea ever for me because I know nothing about that. But you talk about anything music, I'm your guy.
For a fact.
So like, yeah, a lot of people call me a sellout. And at first, like in the beginning, it kind of hurt because I was like, damn, am I really sellout? Like, whatever. But then I thought about it and I'm like, just because you can't do it and you're insecure doesn't mean that I'm a sellout.
Yeah.
I'm buying a house with man. DJ money, bro.
That,
like this, I spent my full time career.
To me, like, to call years. Somebody a sellout would be like if another company came into Scafetta Sound and said, let us franchise Scafetta Sound, but then that's like, I think that's more of being a sellout in my opinion.
That could
like,
be a partnership
if
too.
A company came, a company came and was like, let us, basically buy in your company or buy your company.
That would be a sellout.
And let us franchise Scafetta Sound, and then you are just kind of like chilling now and you're not doing anything. That would be more. You're putting in the work, bro.
Yeah, I just think people
like
are
doing more work. You're not a sellout if you're busier.
Right. I just think people like they're insecure about themselves. Yeah. So they got to express that by putting other people down. And I was like that when I was younger. I'm not going to lie. I was. But I'm a grown adult here and I see it how it is. And that's how it is. And some people need to grow up and figure out their shit. And
you realize that if you are happy for other people around you and they're the same way towards you, then it's like you can't lose.
I had a lot of my buddies like that blew up, dude, and like they still thankfully talk to me to this day. They weren't like, "Oh, you're nobody." Yeah, and it's amazing. Like I love seeing everybody on the come up. Everybody going up, no one's going down. Like we're all doing what we want to do, and that's huge.
That is, that is, bro. Yeah. What's up, Dave? What's going through your mind, Big Dave?
I'm chilling. No,
my bad. I feel like I've just been talking this whole time. I had so much stuff on my mind that I wanted to ask him. So I still got more, but if there's anything you want to add,
you're good. So, no, I mean, because like I've been going to a lot of shows with him, and I see you around, and you know what I mean. And it's cool to like kind of get to see who you are as a person. You know what I mean. I've known you for a while.
Yeah.
But like most of the time, like this dude's busy. Like
Adam, yeah, I know he is.
No, he's talking about you.
I was gonna say
I'm not as busy as you, brother.
Yeah.
But
I see you in the studio a lot with the snaps and stuff.
Yeah, I'm here every day,
keeping your thing.
Yeah. But yeah. Oh, okay. I didn't know if you were still going.
No, that's pretty much it. Yeah.
No, yeah. Like I said, I like to keep busy because, like, if I'm not busy, I get in like weird mindsets where I start getting down.
Yes.
And the only way to get out of that is two things: the gym. So the gym, and then keeping yourself busy, doing something productive. That's the only two ways, and they help every time.
I think the gym, honestly, is like
it
huge, works perfect for me because like when I go, I feel better.
Yeah, your body feels great.
I just
that's a fact.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing.
Runner's high.
I don't run, but
you see some of the progress, and you're like, "Damn, okay."
That's the big thing, man. Is like you go for a few months. You got to be consistent. That's like the biggest part. But you go for a few months. You eat right. Like I use MyFitnessPal.
That's literally what we were talking about earlier.
His tricep, he's getting jacked.
Flex like my back here, and I was like, "Oh shit, I never had that before."
And that's nice when you see stuff like that, dude. It's fire.
Hell yeah, for sure.
But MyFitnessPal. You ever heard of that app?
What is it?
MyFitnessPal. MyFitnessPal.
I have.
No, I might have heard of that.
All right, so just a quick rundown. So what you do is you just track what you're eating every day, right? I did that for 2 months, bro. I lost 18 pounds just doing that shit. I gained like 5 pounds back in the last like 2 weeks because Morgan and I have been eating like fast food almost every day. Like we just been bad.
Hard, bro. Especially living in Buffalo, bro. Come on.
Everything is so good. Yeah, the pizzas.
And you live by a lot of those like foreign spots too. You live near like all the
Holla trucks, like
all that shit, bro.
All the good pizza.
Yes.
I want pizza.
You're in a trap right there.
Right?
Like
So
I'm kind of in a weird spot where like there isn't a lot of great food around me, so we'll just go to Tops and we'll get
What's your favorite kind of pizza? Do you get like a cheese pepperoni or like?
So
good question.
Yeah. So all right. So there's this new place. It's called the Hoagie Hounds. It's near my house. It's right off Englewood and Kenmore. And they have some weird special red sauce, man. I don't know how to describe it, but it tastes very Italian. And like I said, I'm Italian, so like.
Oh, okay.
So anyways, it's got like a special spice to it, and then I get chicken fingers put on top of it. hot. So chicken finger pizza essentially, but not with blue cheese. You eat blue cheese like you put it on it after if you want, but it's red sauce based.
Yeah, like you dip the pizza in.
Yes, yeah.
I love chicken finger pizza with the red sauce, bro.
Right?
That's how Santora's used to do it. Remember
so
Santora's at Clinton and Transit?
Oh, of course. Yeah.
I worked there for like 7 years, and that's how they did it. And that's just
their
what they did.
Their pizza's really good too.
Yeah,
I love their pizza
and their sauce. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm.
But
really
I don't know.
drooling
I
right
couldn't
now.
tell you my favorite place though, to be honest, because I have so many pizza places that I love because they're all really good. Like they all hit. And it's, Hot Mama is like bringing that back real quick. She home makes her blue cheese. So like one of the best blue cheeses I've ever had.
Oh my god,
so good.
I didn't even know they sold food, bro.
Oh yeah,
I only went there one time.
Homemade chicken
and it was
fingers,
during
too.
that show.
Yeah,
and I remember you telling me about the food too, and we were just busy and like
we were.
I didn't get any food.
Yeah.
You said the chicken fingers were gas, right?
Dude, she homemade makes those.
Oh my
the breading
God,
is
bro.
homemade.
I'm about to start drooling on camera, boys.
I'm starving now. But yo, remember? I don't know if we can really bring this in the interview, but remember what happened at that first show?
Yeah, I have a video of it.
Do you? That shit was scary.
I still have the video of the dude fucking dripping from his neck.
That's fucked. Yeah.
When he started dripping from the neck. You were dating. You were dating. What's her name? And you were late because of her. Were you there you weren't there for that? Were you?
I don't know. if he was there
I left early.
Oh, you left early because she was.
Yeah.
Yo, I remember
tweaking, bro. Yeah.
Yo, she left. No, you made her leave.
Yeah,
because she wanted to keep spending money she ain't have.
Bro,
You're like, we ain't
started
spending your parents' money here.
I
We're
started
leaving.
fucking yelling at her because I'm like, bro, you're tweaking. Like,
damn.
But yeah, dude got his neck slit because it wasn't even his fault, the accident.
Yeah. It was
Literally, like, dude sped through the intersection, hit him, and then he got out by himself, and 4 dudes got out the car, remember? And he was fighting all 4 of them. He was trying to fight.
I saw your video. I didn't see it in person.
Yeah, he was trying to fight all 4 of them by himself.
That's
One of the
crazy.
4 pulled the knife out and literally just, like, slit his neck real quick. And then when they all seen that he was bleeding, they all just started running to the car and left.
Scumbags, yeah.
And he was literally sitting on, like, the curb, like, sitting there, and you could just see
Bleeding
the blood
out,
coming
yeah.
out. I mean, people helped him right away. It's not like I just watched him.
No,
we were all at the bar, and like there was an EMT, thankfully, like that lived in the apartment above that place, and literally saved his life. Like pressure on his neck, and he survived.
oh shit.
That shit was crazy.
Yeah, I remember that. That scared the hell out of me.
Yeah,
That's, yeah.
And that's why I have.
I couldn't believe that happened too, because I'm like,
well, me either though. Like it's not even
Go
like
there for a show
the neighborhood's
and you-
not that bad. Like
Yeah.
it's not
You
good.
see
but
outside.
just
some
terrible. Wrong
craziness.
place, wrong time. It was
Exactly.
Like, it had nothing to do with the venue.
No.
Hot Mama's Canteen is a dope ass place.
Yeah.
Had nothing to do with the venue.
No,
The
it was just
vibe
the
at the venue
neighborhood.
was dope too. We had a great crowd. Everybody
Yeah.
was cool. It literally happened in the street. It was a car
Yeah.
accident out front, and it just got heated. And it had nothing to do with even the neighborhood. Those boys probably weren't even from the neighborhood.
No.
Do you know what I mean? They were just speeding through the streets, and
They probably had a lot of stuff on them too.
whoa,
I guess
Yeah,
if you're doing all
shit
that
was
quick,
crazy.
you know.
Bro, that shit was nuts. But
yeah,
actually, so pizza, great. We know what you like. We know you
Yeah,
like
I
chicken
love
finger
food.
pizza,
oh yeah.
chicken finger pizza with the red sauce. You're
Yes.
Italian, all that.
Yeah.
I do want to ask you about like with all the gigs and everything that you do, right? So
Yeah.
you do a lot of shows, weddings. You've done a lot in the past. I know you've done some crazy shit.
Yeah.
What is the craziest thing? Like, if you have a story right now that you could tell us, one of the craziest things that either happened or just a story that you want to tell us about a gig, event, whatever.
Well, I mentioned it earlier to you, so I'll bring this one up. So Marcella's, I played there for an after party. The promoter, won't say anybody's name. I won't say anybody's name for this, for my own purposes. Anyways, promoter of this said show was like, I want you to play dubstep. Now, I know Marcella's is not a dubstep club. I'm not stupid. Like, I crowd read, like, no. So I'm playing house, whatever. Some guy comes up to me and my wife, and he gives me something that, because I was getting weed all night for free. So I'm like, all right, yeah, like it's got to be more weed, you know? So it's in a smoke grenade like container, I thought, right?
No.
Anyway, so he throws it in my pocket and I'm DJing. So I'm like not really paying too much attention. And I know him, like I knew him pretty well at this point. So I didn't think anything of it, right? Yeah. So we're going to fast forward a little bit. So an hour later, Morgan's like, I want to smoke one of those joints. Can I have that thing, that the present that I gave you? And I was like, yeah, of course. So I give it to her. All of a sudden, there's smoke everywhere. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? She's gone. I'm like, oh shit. So I'm getting like not calls, but like someone's like, I hear security because I'm DJing with one of their DJs. And they're like, there's a smoke grenade someone threw, like da-da-da, we got them, like da-da. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So finally I go outside and I see my wife in handcuffs. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I started screaming at the officers. They almost arrested me too because they're like, you need to stay the fuck back. And I'm like, nah, like this is what happened. I told them exactly what happened. Then the dude comes up to me, gets in my face, screaming at me. He's like, you're full of shit. That never happened. Like, just a bunch of bullshit. And I was just like, what is going on? Like, how did this all happen? It happened so fast.
He put a smoke.
So essentially, he gave me a real smoke grenade, which we didn't know.
Not funny,
I know.
He gave me a real smoke grenade
with a pin.
I guess so. Yeah, like I didn't really look at it because, like I said, I gave it to Morgan. And he just shoved it in my pocket too. He said, "I got a gift for you. You'll love it." And he's given me actual real gifts before in the past, so I didn't think it was going to be something that fucked up. You know, like I said, I knew the dude. He tattooed me. Well, it's going to show who it is, but he tattooed this. Yeah. So if you watch this, him and I made amends. We're okay, but don't do that shit ever again. Anyways,
I feel like that's I mean,
yeah. So anyway, so he gave us that shit. She pulled it on accident. She didn't know. Like it was like 3:00 in the morning.
Oh
like,
wait. So you thought it was a case to hold
a case the entire time.
And she was just like, "How the fuck do I open this?"
Yeah. So she just pulled something. She pulled something, and then it was like the string, the pin, yeah.
And the freaking...
Yeah, and she had no idea. And then, like, when it started smoking, she didn't know what to do. So she threw it on the ground. She's like, I don't know what to do with this. Like, I'm not going to have it just blow in my face. So it started smoking out the entire back of the club, and it started going in the club. And someone thought there was, like, almost like a terrorist, like, shit was going on. And people were freaking the fuck out. And, like, I get why. And then we also burned a hole, well, not a hole, but, like, we burned the floor, too, in the back room because it just was smoking on that spot. So all that happened, she didn't get arrested. Basically what happened was they took her away for 2 hours. I kept looking for her. I think I went to a casino and I saw Dakota Corniglio, actually, if we're name dropping random people. And then he took me in. He was like, what's going on? Told him what was up. I finally get a call from the police officer. It's like, hey, you can come pick up your wife. I'm like, okay, where? They told me what street. It was like 2 streets down. I was like, okay. So like, she's just standing there by herself. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And I'm like, did you get in trouble? And she was like, all scared, but she was like, no, I didn't. So I was like, all right, awesome. But they stole her phone. So we had to spend 6 days looking for that phone. We went to every single police station, and then come to find out that they put us under as arson. That's why we didn't have the phone, because they're like, you have a real case against you. And we're like, wait, what?
Oh, so they were trying to see in her phone if she was planning to like...
Exactly. Like it was like an investigation. There was nothing.
There had to be camera footage of her.
There was. They had the whole thing.
Yeah.
Because they're like, we have proof. Like, here's the proof. They showed me it. I was like, fucking it. So anyways, the owner of...
Do they have proof of the guy putting it in your pocket too?
No, that no camera in that exact spot, of course. Relevant, right?
Figures.
Yeah.
Just shows your wife like accidentally opening this shit.
Yeah,
it's like,
it sucks, man. Watching the video too, I was like, fuck. I can't say anything because they're like, they were calling, dude, even security. I met security, like it was funny. They did security at a Hopper House and they remembered me. And like, but the security guard, 2 of them grabbed me by my chest, threw me up against the wall, like ready to beat my ass. Cause they're like, you're a scumbag. Why would you bring us in the club? And I'm like, yo, get your fucking hands off me, bro. Like, I'm not afraid of you guys. Like, don't touch me or I'll sue you guys as well. You'll get arrested. So like, it was just a whole thing. It was like a whole hardball stuff. Like, I know I had to act tough too, because I'm like, I'm not gonna break down for everybody like and be a pussy.
Yeah.
So anyways, fast forward, the owner of the club came to one of my gigs because first he was gonna press charges. He decided against it because he knew me in the community and he knew my name. And he's like, I'm not going to ruin this kid's career over something that I know the other guy did on purpose. He knows that other guy too. And he was like, that was a fucked up thing he did. So he came, he shook my hand, and he said, we're all good. The charges are dropped. And you're welcome to DJ my club if you ever want to again.
Oh, wow.
I respectfully said, I don't want to. I'm just like, it's like tainted in my mind right now because of, the shit that happened, but I respect that. And thank you. And that was that. And we parted ways, and still to this day, he hits me up sometimes and he's super nice.
That's cool. No, that's good, bro.
Yeah.
It's not your fault, dude. Who the hell puts a damn grenade in your pocket?
I know. It's just my fault for not like really looking at it.
But like
to realize.
First of all, what kind of gift is that? First of all,
I know.
And why the hell did he put it in your pocket and be like, here you go, bro? Like,
bro, I don't know. And I asked him too. I remember when we made amends because he reached out. He reached out on Facebook threatening me the first few times. Then he came to one of my gigs and threatened me while I'm DJing in front of everybody. And that was the most awkward thing I've ever had happen. I go outside and then same thing gets in my face. And I'm just like, bro. and whatever. So finally, he reaches out again, and then he apologized. Came to another show of mine, and then really apologized. Like actually was sincere about it.
Yeah.
And then we're cool. I mean,
Yeah,
Morgan.
you're cool, but you're
Morgan, like we're not gonna hang out or anything.
No.
I'm not gonna get tatted by him again. But he.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I already mentioned the tattoo, so like people may know who it is, and I don't really care. It's fine.
Yeah.
Like I said, we're cool, but don't do that shit ever again.
Oh yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, because you almost ruined his career.
I thought my
You almost ruined your career.
I thought my Scafetta. I thought everything that I did, all the hard work that I put in, was ruined by this one night. And I remember, dude, I suffered for 3 months, no gigs, because every bar was like, "No, you're a fucking arsonist. Like, I'm not gonna have you burn my club down." And I'm like, I lost everything for 3 months, bro. I had no income. Like, I got a part-time job at that time and shit, and I was just like. And it's hard, man. Like, I don't want to say how much I make, but going from like making this much money per hour to like fucking minimum wage hurts. And it really hurts your ego a little bit. And you're doing shit work for shit money. And I'm not saying like I'm not belittling any at work. It's just like I know what I'm worth. And
yeah, it's not like you're talking about being like a millionaire or like you're super successful. It's just you're used to being comfortable, and minimum wage is just not. And I wasn't.
Yeah, it's not. You know? It's today's society. It's hard.
Yeah,
you can't do that.
No, dude, it's crazy, bro.
So yeah, for a crazy story, that was probably one of the craziest.
I remember you telling me about that too, and I like my jaw just was dropped the whole time.
Yeah,
like, I couldn't even believe it. That's fucking wild.
A small, short, crazy story real quick, because I made it to one of my gigs all the way out on the West Coast. It was like Seattle with 10 minutes to spare because there were so many delays that I finally showed up. The guy sped me there. I rolled up on stage, plugged my thumb drive in, and fucking played. I almost missed my whole set. It was insane.
You didn't have to set up any gear at least?
No, I just had to plug my thumb drive, but they didn't think I was coming because they're like, they knew about my delays, and they're like, are you here? And I'm like, then there was no reception because it was middle of the woods because it was a festival. And I'm like, oh my God, man. I rolled up.
that shit?
Yeah. It was fun. It's only a couple hundred people, but like it was pouring rain, and all of them are in the rain just like,
yeah, but a couple hundred people still good, bro.
This is still,
it don't matter if it's raining.
Yeah, this was a smaller tier fest, but like, the production level was insane. It was beautiful. Yeah. And the fact that they stood in the rain for my set and got poured on and were smiling, that made my heart melt. I was like, that's cool, because like I would probably do the same thing, but I'd at least have an umbrella. Yeah, so, like, they didn't give a shit. They're like, yeah, we're here.
Yeah, we're here.
We're getting down and dirty.
Yeah, that's so dope.
And there's a lot of moments where fans really do make your heart melt, man.
Yeah.
I got a friend, she made me this massive Scafetta. I should have wore it today for the thing, but a massive Scafetta emblem. Or not emblem, but what do you call them? It's like all beads. And it, like, she created a Scafetta logo out of it, and it's huge.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I don't know, maybe you've seen a picture of it online.
Yeah, I think I did.
Maybe.
Okay. I don't know how long it took her, but it looks, dude, it's...
Yeah, it's like a big, it's almost like a big pendant.
Yeah.
But made out of, like, beads, like...
And it's a replica of my logo. She did a perfect job. Shout out to Kendall.
I do remember that. I don't remember exactly what it looks like, but I remember...
Yeah, her, and Lexi. Kendall and Lexi, they did it together. Amazing work, dude. And like stuff like that, that made my heart melt too. I remember she came up to me, my boy Alan. Again, I'm doing a lot of shout outs today, but shout out to Bison, who's playing at Electric City soon. When I was at his show, the Kendall girl came up to me and she was like, here, I got you something. And it was, I didn't even like, I'm not saying I didn't look at it. It's just, there was so many people talking to me at that current moment that I was like, I just like accepted from her, like went like that and like was like, what, like, thank you so much, you know? I look at it like 2 hours later and it said like, maybe next year. And it's a song I have for the Bill Shout song. I made 3 Shout songs.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, she was, like, talking about the Bills. And I was like, no way, this girl knows some of my songs. Like, I love that. That's dope. Feelings like that, when people bring up, like, songs of yours and they know it by heart and shit. It's a Bill Shout song, but, like, regardless, like, you know it, that's sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then at Elements, I played, which was super dope, but I walked by sound camps, and I heard my song, dude, on numerous ones. And I'm like... So I had to go up to the DJs and be like, yo, who's this? And then like I'd meet them and they'd be like, no way, you're Scafetta. And I'm like, yeah, man, nice to meet you. Like it was so cool, dude.
Damn.
Humbling, like it was an amazing experience.
Yeah, that is, bro. You got to get like a face tat.
No, what I want to do is
you gotta get a face tat that's like the zombie logo on your forehead.
I just gotta get the fucking Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Because then when people like see you from like literally like a mile away, they're like, "That's Scafetta."
But also, like I used to have it. It used to be blonde, but the blonde streak that I had like gave it away. And a lot of people are like, "Oh, that's safe."
Yeah, you have to have when you're in a position like you have to have something where you stand out.
Yeah, the tattoos too. I'll show some of them up. Tats, but you got to show off your ink and stuff, and people are like, "Oh, okay, that's I'm a big tall dude, a little chunky, but I got tats." And
yeah, the blonde is definitely a huge one. Though. Yeah, because you could see that shit from like. Because it could literally not even be you,
Yeah.
and they could look like you and be like, yo, that might be Scafetta, just because of like, you know?
Yeah.
And then, oh, shit, it is him from fucking a mile away, you know?
So I do have a couple more questions for you.
Yeah.
Because we're getting ready to wrap it up here.
Sounds good.
Time. What's your favorite thing about Buffalo?
Oh man, the community.
The community?
Like going to a Bills game and having 70,000 people screaming with you, and we're all on the same page. Super Bowl, Buffalo, we want to win that shit.
Yeah.
Our community is one of the strongest communities that we have. Like I go to other cities to play, and I see people, and they're just not like us. Like we're all connected.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So definitely Buffalo. I would say our community is the strongest.
That's so dope. So do you
they
do
call
it?
Buffalo the city of good neighbors.
Oh, hands
It's
down.
literally like the slogan of Buffalo.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fact. Do you do any tailgate stuff?
Yeah, so I have
Bro, I want to come to like everything, bro.
Dude, they're
I'm
pretty.
serious
They
now.
get insane.
I want to like, cause honestly, with the podcast and shit, bro, like we can record
Yeah.
and have it be like exclusive like podcast shit, but it would be promoting you, and we could do exclusive like podcast footage of the tailgates.
That'd be fire.
How dope would that be, bro?
That would be dope.
Do you know what I'm saying? We'll start coming to like when you're, oh yo, we're pulling up to Scafetta, he DJing at the tailgate.
Yeah. I worked with so there's a person I'm talking to yesterday actually who might hire me for his party this year. But I worked with Buffalo Food Slut. That's her like her.
Yeah, I know who that is.
Buffalo
Yeah,
what?
actually,
Food Slut. Her
Buffalo
name is.
Food
Buffalo
Slut. Do you know who that is?
She's pretty big.
No,
yeah.
She
no.
actually works with Ballistic Man.
Really?
And
I've never heard of her.
Jimmy Scott. Jimmy Scott's the dude that does like the food reviews and shit on TikTok.
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, her team is sweet. They hired me for a party and they treated me really well and it was lit. So I'm gonna see if I can get on one of those again. She typically has a DJ for most of them, but there's one or two that this DJ cannot do. So it's usually during the winter months, so it's gonna be cold as shit.
Yeah, but you get that shit lit, bro. All it takes is just a couple dope ass gigs, and they're like, damn, we probably do more events with this DJ. You
My
know?
dream, like just real quick, I know you got more questions, but my dream is I want to play at the Bill Stadium, like be their DJ. You know, you just play the shout song, or you play Mr. Brightside, and then you just yell in the mic a few times. That would be a dream. That's
Bro.
sweet.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? That'd be incredible. That's literally you made it, bro. Like there is nothing else that you need to do. Like you're hanging out with fucking Bills players.
That's sweet,
Like
yeah.
you're the guy.
That's something.
Brand
yeah.
new stadium. Like it would be insane, bro.
Yeah.
That would be. It could happen, dude. You never know. And it
I'm just gonna
probably
keep
will.
working towards it. Yeah.
It probably will, bro.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised if I seen your name
we'll try
pop
to
up. Dude.
put a good word in for you when
Yeah.
we talk to Josh Allen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because we want to interview Josh Allen. That's like a big one that we really would like
that'd
to
be-
do.
dude, that'd be fire.
Yeah.
Josh Allen, if you
Don't
see this
forget about us.
podcast, I don't want to reach out to you because you probably got mad people reaching out to you. But if you want to be on the podcast, reach out. We would love to have you on.
We'll do
Also-
anything you want, dude. We'll dip chicken wings and Pepsi,
We'll
whatever you want,
we'll
bro.
We'll get like a smorgasbord of fucking buffalo food. We'll have all kinds of wings, whatever. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
We'll do it up.
Yeah.
Also, check out my 3 shout songs.
Yo,
we'll
for
try
real.
to-
For real, because I be seeing those when the season. That's the dope thing about that shit. It's timeless. When
Yo,
the
one of
season
them
starts
went-
up, I
Oh,
see
yeah.
your shit like pop up on people's
One
shit.
of them went viral, the last one I just made. So MGM in Vegas, that whole friggin' casino, they posted my song on their video and it got over 100K likes, 100K views. Like it was insane, dude. They used my shout song. Literally it said Scafetta.
Well, 100K
Bill-
likes is probably like a million views.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah. I gotta recheck it.
Don't
But I was just
downplay.
like,
100K likes is like you got a lot of.
I remember
views.
when they said MGM casino or whatever tagged you in his post. I'm like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, what
I look at it, it's a Bills thing, and then I'm like, wait, they used my song?
That's
Like,
crazy.
so that was super cool, yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'm gonna try to make a better one
Dude,
this year. I
let's
do it
get
every year.
let's get lit this season, bro.
Yeah.
Because I'm not even really huge. Me and Dave, we're really not huge into football, but like we've been watching it, and now I guarantee we'll
Yeah.
watch every game now.
Well, that
and,
last
like,
preseason game was bad.
yeah,
But
no.
that's like third string. So
I
Yeah.
think honestly, like this last season, because I never was really like big into watching, but I watched all last season,
yeah.
and
It's an experience, man.
I'm gonna just say it was some bullshit involved.
We got
with this
screwed,
last
yeah.
season.
I DJ'd the last
Where I
game.
watched it and I'm like, how the fuck?
We got screwed.
Yeah,
A lot.
we got screwed out of it.
The I DJ, so we did a party at Opera House, a watch party.
And then to fire the people that,
Oh yeah, I know, dude.
because I don't know if you heard about after the fact, like they fired like 3 referees that or whatever that were responsible
Well, they should have
for
been.
the
They
calls
didn't.
that
The calls were
lost
bullshit.
us the game to the Super Bowl.
We deserved 2 or 3, at least 2 that I know of, chances at the Super Bowl. I don't know if we would have won because the other teams that played and then beat Kansas City destroyed them. So like clearly like they're good teams, but also at the same time, like we should have been in that Super Bowl game. Even if we didn't win, we should have been there because we got screwed 2 times that I remember. There's probably a 3rd time.
Yeah, bro.
People just like, they don't want Buffalo to be at the top. And like, I see it as this, like for the NFL, like if we're making you money, we're making you a shit ton of money, bring us to the top. You know, I have a feeling, again, don't quote me on this, I feel like the NFL scripted a tiny bit. Just saying.
Oh, come on, man.
Just saying.
Yeah.
So
it goes deep too, and
it goes
some
deep,
shit. There's some deep shit that we can't even talk about.
Right. Yeah.
So
For real, if you know how deep it goes, it gets pretty bad. Man.
Yeah, it is pretty crazy.
It's sketchy.
Yeah. So I do want to ask you, like, what's like the funniest thing that's ever happened to you when you've been like DJing?
I mean, the grenade thing's pretty funny.
Yeah, the
I
grenade.
know there's a lot of you know what I mean. People are having fun. They're doing their thing when you're around. You know what I mean. So like, people do funny shit. Like,
I would say the funniest thing that's ever happened to me was there's a lot of funny shit that's happened to me, but there's this one lady. She asked me to DJ her son's wedding reception party. Right now, this is in like the woods in Eden. And I was brand new to wedding DJing, so I had no idea what the hell I was doing. So I have video of this too. I'm playing the heaviest dub song you could ever play, right?
Yeah.
She doesn't even know what dubstep is. She's a country girl. She's dancing hardcore to it. She's like, "This is amazing," and then her friends are like, like, and it was just hilarious for me because I was watching some older lady like get down and dirty to like music that she didn't even like, but she was like, "This is cool," you know?
yeah.
And then I've seen Congo lines get very, very weird. Hopper House, we always create Congo lines. We get 200-300 people, and they get funny as hell because you start having old ladies join, you start having old men join, you start having just everybody join. Everyone's having a good time.
Yeah.
Just I don't know. There's a lot.
There's just so much,
so
right?
many, man.
And it's probably just funny shit that happens.
See people doing
every
push-ups.
week.
Like people have push-up competitions. I've had people row their boats. They get in a row line. So like when I'm playing really heavy, no, I'm not kidding. Like there's like 20 people. They all sit down. They go on each other's back and they're rowing a boat together in the middle of the dance
To
floor.
the beat of the song.
Yeah.
Yo,
For EDM, like dubstep events,
dude,
it's crazy.
That's pretty
so
funny.
crazy,
There's some weird
bro.
stuff. Like
yeah,
you
if
just
you got any dope videos, man, we'll make sure we'll put them
send
in.
them,
We can put if you got a boat row video.
I got a lot.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, send us some of that shit because I'll put
Okay.
that shit on the video so people
Okay.
can kind of see like
What I
firsthand,
mean.
especially at Hoffer House because you still work there, right?
So
you still,
yes
like,
and no. The summer I got taken off because they needed they weren't making much money. So and I charge a lot. I do, not gonna lie. So we decided we're gonna take summer off and I'll come back in the fall season. So I'm actually coming back next weekend Saturday, another date, and then I have a few more, and I think I'll be back full time hopefully in November.
I'm surprised that they don't do really well in the summer.
It's just nobody wants to be inside. The Erie County Fair too. Nobody comes to Opera House for when the Erie County Fair is around.
So in winter, it's popping.
Winter's popping, like it's busy.
It's just one of those spots that's like, because that place is sick, bro.
Yeah,
that place is really dope.
I love them.
That's
They're
the
cool
place
people.
where everyone gets up and they're on the stool and they're like dancing with their big ass mugs.
And I encourage that shit too. I tell them, get your ass up, stand on that.
Yeah, because they're already like tall stools, right? So these motherfuckers are like 20 feet tall standing on these stools.
Yeah.
Like they look fucking silly as hell. And even the workers there, they got the workers with the
what are they called?
overalls.
Yeah, there's
or
like
whatever.
a name for it, but I don't know what the name is.
Oh yeah, there's an actual name for like the outfit, right?
Yeah, I don't know what it's called anymore.
My boy Mikey literally worked there for like 2 weeks and he got fired. And I just
really?
remember one of my boys like sent me like a zoomed in picture of him just like leaning on the table in the outfit, and I was dying, bro. Like imagine seeing one of your boys like on a picture. Like imagine if you were just like in one of those outfits. I'm like, Scafetta, I thought he was the DJ.
They jokingly asked me, they're like, we're gonna throw you in one of those. I'm like, I quit. I ain't wearing this shit.
I quit.
Yeah. No.
Oh my god, bro.
Yeah.
Well, yo, listen, catch us at the tailgate, man. Tailgates for the Buffalo Bills, man.
Oh, yeah.
Winter, it don't matter if it's snowing, raining. We're gonna pull up Buffalo
Always.
Experience Podcast. If Scafetta's there, I'm there. You know what I'm saying? We there. I don't give a shit.
Hit us up, actually.
Yeah.
If anybody wants to do like a legit tailgate for a
I got
Buffalo
all the
home
equipment.
game,
Yeah, for real.
we'll come. We'll fucking chill out at your fucking spot. We'll bring a grill or something.
Yeah.
Grill up some food.
We got the good eats and the good beats.
You know what I mean?
That's a
Yeah,
fact.
we could
The
bring
beats,
some fucking
yeah, we
pull
got
up
the
some
beats, we got
speakers.
the
We can
eats.
fucking do our own thing.
Yeah, we don't
and
do
have
it
the
all,
fucking
man.
Bills on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, for real. This season's gonna be lit because I don't know, like I'm starting to like, as I get older, I'm starting to appreciate, like you said, the community.
Yeah, man.
And now we're so heavily involved.
We're so loyal.
It's
like, all loyal.
Like, we're the Buffalo Experience podcast. Like, we have to be involved in Buffalo.
I think you guys should definitely do some tailgates. Yeah,
we have to.
Yeah.
Just pull up with the equipment. We'll get big ass umbrellas. Whatever we have to do, walk around with big ass umbrellas.
Yeah.
And just do mini interviews.
You're gonna have little people walk around you going and like screaming and shit.
Exactly.
Like, but yeah, it's cool.
No, like it'd be cool to pull up on you. Like, yo, Dave, you got 2 minutes for a little interview. Like, how you feeling today, man? What do you think's gonna happen today? You know,
we're gonna win. This was
you know what I'm saying. So I'm actually looking forward to it, man. Because at the end of the day, the summer's already over. I know. We're done, bro. Like, we're already getting fall weather.
It's starting to get colder.
You know, so I'm gonna just get ready for the season. Like, you know.
Yeah,
you like fall?
That's my favorite season. This fall.
Really?
Yeah, I love the spookiness of it.
Season.
That's why like the zombie thing came in effect because Halloween's my favorite holiday.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So like I didn't want to. There's an artist called Zomboy actually that has zombie stuff too. I didn't want to copy him totally, so I had to like change out a lot of my image to not be called like a replica of him because that's not what I'm trying to do. He's just inspiration.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to incorporate the things that mean a lot to you into your brand. You know what I mean? Regardless of if someone else has done it, you know what I mean? Or similar.
Everything, if you think about it, like even music today, bro, everything's resampled. Everything's already been done. People do it again and again and again.
Yeah.
And it happens. But like they make it better or cooler or whatever they do. It's their own version of the same thing.
Yeah.
You know?
That's a fact, brother.
So, yeah.
Hell yeah, man. I'm feeling good about everything, brother.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you want to add? I know you got your show coming up at Venue September 4th.
Yeah, so we got that coming up. We got a few Hopper House dates. The place that he was telling you about where you could stand up on the stools. So if you're feeling something like that, I get that place popping always. I'm on the microphone screaming.
Hopper House.
Hopper House, downtown Buffalo.
Yep,
yeah, downtown Buffalo,
House.
190 Scott Street, right next to the casino.
Right next to the downtown casino. If you know where that's at, you could find it.
Yep, they got a cool beer garden, all that stuff. That's actually closing though next week because, like you said, it's fall weather now.
Yeah.
But other than that, I got the snail show and I have some unannounced shows that are coming through the person we talked about earlier today, actually.
Okay.
So those will be popping up soon. And then I'm actually doing a headline. I'm trying to get the date secured today. I'm hoping after this interview I can check my phone. It's already set. But I'm doing a Scafetta headline show. We're doing it at Ironworks, and it's going to be for drug awareness. Wow. All the proceeds are going to go to this company I have assigned, and it's just going to be a $5 donation. And I'm hoping to sell it out and give all that money to them.
We're there, bro. Let's get it, man. Yeah. Let's get it, man.
And just
what's the date of that? Do you know? Or you got to wait?
I'm waiting. I'm trying to push for October 24th. That's like what I really want.
Okay.
But I'm waiting to hear back from the owners.
All right.
So
cool, bro.
Yep.
Well, whatever we need to do to help you promote or whatever, man. You're on our team, man. We're on
we
your
got a whole team. So
whatever you need, brother. Yeah. You know what I'm saying, man? Shout out Scafetta Music in the building. Scafetta Sound. You already know what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you guys for having me. I really appreciate it. This is a dope studio, and I had a great time.
Appreciate it, bro. We're happy to have you, bro.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Well,
so, I'm Big Dave from Rolling a Bit.
Hey, I'm Tick Smokes from Smeek Smoke.
Mostly.
From Studio Evolution. This is the Experience Buffalo Pod.
I'm Big Dave from Rolling with Big Dave. This is the Buffalo Experience Podcast.
I'm Motis. You already know what it is.
And I'm Scafetta Music. Check out all of our music. Actually, he's making music now too. So
hell yeah,
check it out.
My song coming out soon with Motis.
Yeah.
You
already know what's good, y'all.
I might get on some vocals too with them soon. I don't know. We'll see.
My man can sing. That's right, man.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Peace out.
Peace.